Hey everyone, welcome back to Country in the City. My name is Sherry. Hello to everyone. I'm so glad that you could stop by today and check out my spring Easter home tour. Today is Thursday, March 21st when I'm making this video, and it is the first full day of spring of 2019. So I kind of wanted to get it up today, so I'm going to see what I can do to get this video uploaded today, the first full day of spring, the day that I am making this video. So first and foremost, I wanted to say welcome to everyone. I'm so glad that you have stopped by to view my spring home tour. And I wanted to say thank you to everyone for your patience. I have been not feeling well. Headaches, I believe now that I know why I was getting so many headaches for a while. My medication for arthritis got switched or got adjusted, and I think that's one of the side effects, or those nagging headaches. At least that's what I've read. So I've got those pretty much under control, and you know, my body's gotten used to that. And then last week, my youngest son and I, well, let me back up. The week before, he had a physical, and I've been trying to stay out of public places a lot because I don't want to get the flu and all that type of stuff that's going around here, strep throat, and there's like 2 or 3 different things in this area going around. I took him for his physical the week before last, and about 4 or 5 days later, we both came down with the flu. That lasted, the major symptoms lasted, 4 or 5 days, and I've just been kind of recouping the energy that was expelled during that time. It just was wiped out, was just fatigued and exhausted. So I have been trying to recoup that. And just rest up and recoup my body. So I'm back. I felt well enough earlier this week to really go through and give my home a real good spring cleaning. I do have a couple major things left to spring clean, like I want to shampoo I have a couple area rugs, and I really want to deep clean those. And I want to take the area rug in front of my door, which is a rubber back, and take it outside and really hose it down well and let it, drip dry, and get that refreshed and ready for the spring and summer season here in our home. But you're here to see my spring home tour. So, and then I'm going to, during this home tour, I'm going to let you know a couple things that are up and coming, and so you know what to look forward to, just a few things. And then there's some other things that are in the works, redos, refreshes in the house, that hopefully I can film and I can video and let you see what's going on. So one of the things did get done just before I got sick. Between the headache and the flu, our living room was painted. And so I want to show you that as well, and you'll see it's a nice refresh. So without further ado, I am going to turn this camera around, and I am going to show you my spring home tour. It's nothing outlandish. Everything is very simple, very almost mute and understated. And so, but I do want to share it with you. There's a few small changes, a few things that I've added. So I'm going to turn you around and show you. Just one moment. So here in the living room, you can see the color is different. It's no longer the primitive mustard yellow. Let me see if I can open this curtain and give you a true color. I don't know if that's going to help, but it is a nice, it is a more of a primitive color. It's almost like a cement tan color. It pairs really well with the grout in the fireplace. And you'll see as we get closer. It just is really, looks really nice in this room. And I had a similar color in here the first time I painted the walls, when I was able to paint them. It was a little more gray though. This is a little more, almost flesh tone. But here is the wreath that I did, the grapevine, natural grapevine wreath. I'm loving that. As the summer goes on, I may add a few more flowers to it. And I may add more greenery to it to make it really full for the summer. Like it's in full bloom kind of thing. So I've been tossing around the idea and looking at flowers and greenery. And here I added some blinds, and I'm getting ready to make curtains for these windows, muslin curtains. So you'll be able to see that. And over here, the grapevine was rehung and some twinkle lights were added in. And let me know what you think. I am thinking of adding greenery or green garland or something in that. You know, I would kind of like to experiment with it and see what it looks like. Maybe adding green garland coming down the edges. I just think it would look really nice in here for the spring and summer. Then over here, I just switched up a picture of my husband and I. We were getting ready to go on a local dinner cruise here. That was a few years ago. It was with his job, and I just added a little sign there with my Willow Tree Girls. And I love how my picture now pops on this wall. Before, with the mustard, the primitive mustard color, you couldn't really, the flowers didn't stand out. And now the flowers stand out in this picture. When I rehung it, I was really surprised. I think I love it even more now. My friend Jackie bought me that a couple of years ago for my birthday. I believe for my 50th birthday, she bought that for me. I love it. And then up here, I still have the garland, and they are hung on my little primitive star nailers. And I have a cute little Easter greetings, primitive Easter greetings sign, vintage. And I just have a little bunny plate, some carrots wrapped, bundled up, and my little burlap bunny up there holding his Easter basket, waiting for some goodies. Picture of my grandpa. I have to clean out the fireplace yet. We'll get to that. That's one of the major things I have to do. And I'm thinking of doing a refresh inside, so we'll see. My little bunny pillow, my Vera Bradley blanket, and my leather recliner. Now we're going into the kitchen. And we're going to look at my jelly cupboard here. I didn't really change anything up. As a matter of fact, it's probably just a little messy. But the reason I'm showing you my jelly cupboard is because that is going to be one of the next videos I do. I am thinking of, or I want to redo the inside of the jelly cupboard. I think I'm going to stain it so that my white dishes pop. And it'll also brighten it up a little more in there. It'll just refresh it and make it look nicer. I may do some white board on the back so that everything is lighter. I'm not really sure. And I just still have my plates. My son gave me some of his vintage soda bottles, which will be going in that crate up there. And excuse my air fryer. My husband bought an air fryer. He wanted to try it out, and we've been loving it. It does really nice chicken wings from frozen to done in like 20 minutes. And all of my cookbooks, well, not all of them, just mostly my Gooseberry Patch cookbooks. Oh, and by the way, I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but I actually have recipes published in the Gooseberry Patch cookbooks. Do any of you have any recipes published? If you do, let me know which cookbooks. I would love to check them out. My fresh baked pie sign, my antique mallard plate from my grandmother. My coffee bar is the same. Everything's pretty much the same over here. That was the refresh of the above. I have a video out where I redid the above my stove. My fresh baked sign. And I'll give you an overall view back into the living room. Not very big, but enough. Our garage hopefully soon will be started into a redo. Then up here I just have a little lantern, and I have my Longenberger basket with a rag garland and a candle in it. On my front door I did put my little basket with the miniature flowers. You'll be able to see here. See all the miniature flowers? And our home, each room is very multifunctional. So my keyboard is here. I do play. And I have to practice somewhere. So there it is. Sorry about the lighting, but it is what it is. All of my Rae Dunn plates. I'm thinking about taking these out and doing an arrangement in here for the summer for 4th of July. We'll see. We use those, so we use them for desserts and that, salads and that when people are over. I have my coffee and my latte mug up there. My little bunny with the carrot in his little nest under the cloche. You've seen this gather sign that I made recently. Leaning up there. Good place for it to be. This is where our family gathers. Did a video about thrift haul where I thrifted that false-craft folk art picture. I did recently go through all of my Rae Dunn. Switched it all up, moved it all around. Had my milk and cookie. Yep. So, and we're here to one of my favorite parts, some of my Rae Dunn mugs. And then here is my Easter and Spring Rae Dunn. As you can see, I have all my little dessert plates, our appetizer plates. I have some bowls. I have the full set of mugs that match these plates. I have 2 or 3 sets of the plates. And then I have that platter that matches it right up here. My Happy Easter platter. And as you know, I love my bees. I love bees. Always have. My dad and I raised honeybees, so I think bees are just underrated. I love them. My lemonade pitcher, which we'll be using soon for fresh homemade lemonade. And then I have my olive buckets filled with lavender. And I have my primitive flowers I made. My Billy Jacobs pictures. I have 3 of the 4 seasons. I would love to find the 4th season. That's first snow, the apple harvest, and the old mill at sunset. And I believe this is spring. So I need this summer because we have spring, fall, and winter. And then I moved my cozy corner over here because now it truly is in a corner. My cozy corner with my birdhouse nightlight, pitberry garland, my primitive homespun, and my big star and lantern. And I'll step back and let you get an overall view. Happy spring, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this spring home tour of my house. One of the things that I want to do is I want to make a riser that's just the width of my canisters. A riser here so that I can put my canisters up a little bit. That will be probably one of the things we'll work on, is maybe putting that together and staining or painting it. Another thing we're going to be working on is counters. My husband said that if I wanted to, I could do wood counters in here. So I may be doing that. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. Oh, I will be repainting and refinishing this and adding a shelf in here so that this can be, you know, so that I can get baskets to use here for things that I use all the time. The other thing that I'll be working on is refinishing my table. As you can see, I have the paint supplies right there on the bench. I will be chalk painting the table and the chairs black, and then matte polyurethaning the tops of the benches and the table. All right, that is my home tour for spring. Some of the things you've already seen me work on, and some of them are new. So I want to thank you very much for stopping by Country in the City. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.